All right, folks, how the fuck y'all doing? Welcome back to Pnoid News. You know how the hell shit works where I come from. Man, listen, Minneapolis is the fuck on fire right now. All right, Memphis is looking like it's going the same way. There's a bunch of cities all over the country. They fucking exploding. Every place where there's a fucking black population in an urban area, they highly upset right now. So, that being said, we're gonna go a couple different directions with this. First things first. I got the security footage, right? You know, whatever, fucking don't care, right? I had the security footage, which legitimately, you know what I'm saying? I kind of want to just go over the beginning of it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll do probably like 3 minutes. There's no fucking sound. So that means I can basically talk over the video and you're not going to goddamn miss nothing. So we can call it a play-by-play and see what the fuck's going on. All right, so let's get rocking and motherfucking rolling. All right, so as we're seeing here, all right, we are in downtown Minneapolis. All right, you know, this is a mixed community. And you'll see later when the dude legitimately is taken over here and like damn near murdered and shit. Legit. Like, real talk. Yo, there's a couple fucking white hipsters that just walk by eating their goddamn ice cream cone. Now, they're going to pull George Floyd out of this blue Mercedes SUV. Now, when I say Mercedes, you think, you know what I'm saying, like a nice Mercedes. This is the most bottom tier of the Mercedes fucking line. Legit. And I'll bet you I could probably find you one of these for about $4 or $5 grand. You know what I'm saying? Because it's old too. It's like an 02, 03, some shit like that. But behind it, right, legit, looks to be a Mercury Mountaineer. I'm not absolutely sure about that. I'm not positive. It actually might be a Dodge something, right, with the plastic over the back window. That's how you know in the hood, right? Yo, you got fucking rim, hubcap, steely, and you know what I'm saying, a fucking plastic bag over the window with, you know what I'm saying, the aftermarket parking lights and a trailer hitch on the back. Yo, you know you in that type of neck of the woods. All right, so now the cops start pulling people up out the car, right? They pull a black dude in, which looks to be probably a drug dealer, right? Younger cat, dreadlocks. You know what I'm saying? Dressed in fucking black, dressed in red and white and whatnot, right? My man comes out with the Beats headphones on and kind of just, he's like, yo, fuck this shit. I ain't gonna deal with this right now, right? The broad hops out the back door with the ripped jeans on and shit, you know what I'm saying? And the fucking house slippers, right? This is all kind of iffy at the moment, you know what I'm saying? Like, legit. You gotta always feel some sort of, like, you can tell this dude does a lot of walking because he got a fucking backpack with the fucking headphones, right? Yeah. These are not rich folks. Oh, look, he pulling in. What the fuck is this called? What is this? I think it's a Mercury Mountaineer. I'll be real with you. I think that's what the fuck that is. Now, here comes George Floyd, all fucking banged up and fucked up. Now, the cop is over here leading him by his fucking arm and shit, right? With, you know what I'm saying, the pressure applied to his fucking shoulder, slams him up against the fucking wall. I can't tell what color this cop is. I think he's like either a Guinea or a mulatto or a Puerto Rican or some shit, right? He's not white. He might be Arabian. He looks almost Egyptian and shit. I don't fucking really know. Other cop gets out the car, you know what I'm saying? Puts the fucking gloves on and shit like he about to do work. Right? He said, go get me to fucking do work and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, where we are right now. So, cop standing here in the fucking vest, you know what I mean, playing tough guy with the bandana on and shit. This cop ain't got no cover on. The other cop at one point did have the face mask on. I don't know what the fuck's going on with the coronavirus fucking bullshit over here. Legit. By the way, these police SUVs you see right here, those there are about 200 grand a pop for your local precinct. Everybody that sees one, just remember, just had that rack in the back of your head, just so you remember. Cops blocking off the fire hydrant, which is always a positive thing. You know what I'm saying? traffic, just moving by like this is a normal occasion. That's how you know you're in a shitty fucking neighborhood. When, bad things are happening, motherfuckers just keep it pushing like it ain't fucking nothing going on. Right? This dude here, standing here questioning my man's right with no lawyer present. Yo, these cops is highly unprofessional about they bullshit. Like, real talk. Like, if my man's was smart, he would have told him, I think my boy is on some shit. Like, real talk. I think he really looks fucking skinny. Doesn't look healthy. It's not like he's in shape. He looks unhealthy. I'll be honest with you. I mean, he's old though. Like, real, this dude's 46. Right? Yeah, like, you look at his fucking bones sticking out and shit. I mean, some of that, of course, is the cop applying pressure to his fucking arm. Yo, he look rough. You know what I'm saying? He look rough. He look like you might have a deviated septum. This guy was a high school athlete. Real shit. I mean, a damn good one, too, as far as shit's concerned as well. All right, so, I mean, that's about the gist of this shit, I mean, as far as all this bullshit goes. Now, with that being said, okay, with all that, I mean, being done right now, I wanted to bring up my favorite goddamn subject. Legit. My favorite subject of all fucking time. Right? Legit. You know how this one operates. Let's have a conversation about child support. Right? Because legit, I think offering solutions to these fucking problems are more important than continuing to perpetuate bullshit. Legitimately. Okay? Because the same thing happened to another dude here. Actually, let me tell you a little bit about George Herman. George Herman was 46 years old. He was originally from Houston, Texas. He's been in and out of jail most of his life. He did 2 stints back in the 90s, a stint in the early 2000s, the mid 2000s. He got banged in 2007 for fucking armed burglary, right? Broke into a fucking broad's house, put a gun to her stomach, fucking raided the house for drugs and cash. So, I mean, he was a fiend and whatnot. And then he ended up standing here, fucking leaving Houston, going to Minneapolis once he got out of jail. He has a 6-year-old daughter that he left, you know what I'm saying, in fucking Houston. I'm not going to say that's a bad or a good thing because you know how things operate nowadays. And he also has another child somewhere, right? This is about what I could fucking gather from what the hell situation. So, now, with all that being fucking said, this here is, oh, and by the way, he was laid off before all the coronavirus shit. Right? So, he was a bouncer because of the fact that, well, let's be honest here. All right, let's be perfectly real. You can't find a job with a goddamn criminal record. The police would have known about the 10-year-old record. The fuck they wouldn't have, all right? Those are violent charges. They immediately pop on any background check you do. And if you run a motherfucker's, you run an individual's fucking driver's license or ID number, it fucking goes to wherever the fuck, charges are because they're in a federal fucking database that's passed between police officers. So, with that being said, he was automatically labeled as a violent criminal. And due to the fact that you got to put your social security down for a fucking job, there ain't no job on the planet that was going to give him a fucking job with his fucking criminal background. Not a fucking one. With a violent felony from only 10 fucking years ago? Yeah. They weren't giving him a goddamn job nowhere. All right? So, he did 5 years in jail, a couple years in parole, whatever. And then he came to, where the fuck he is right now, which is in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Okay. Now, I say all this to say this, right? I've always had the mentality that it's important to stand here and put yourself in other people's shoes, right? And put yourself into where other people live. So you can understand, like, where they're coming from, like, what their situation, right? And I think it's important right now that we look at this as an entire event because there was more, right? There's more of these that happened, right? Walter Scott was a black kid who ended up getting shot, right? Let's see here. Let's okay. So this is North Charleston, South Carolina. By his own telling, the first time Walter L. Scott went to jail for failure to pay child support, it sent his life into a tailspin. He lost what he called the best job I ever had when he spent 2 weeks in jail. Some years he paid, more recently he had not. 2 years ago, when his debt reached nearly $8,000 and he missed a court date, a warrant was issued for his arrest. By last month, the amount had more than doubled to just over $18,000. The warrant, his family now speculates, looms large in Mr. Scott's death on April 4th when he was pulled over for a broken taillight, fled on foot, and after a scuffle with a police officer was fatally shot in the back. The warrant, the threat of another stay-behind balls, and the potential loss of yet another job caused him a run, Brother Rodney Scott said. Every job he has had and he has gotten fired from because he went to jail because he was locked up for child support, Mr. Scott, whose brother was working as a forklift operator when he died. He got to the point where he felt like it defeated the purpose. Walter Scott's death was focused attention not just on police violence, but also on the use of jail to pressure parents to pay child support. He had been out of work, Mr. George Floyd, since early March. And he had warrants in Houston, Texas, from what it's a hard way to live your life on the run. And there's no solving that. There's not a lot of options when you already have a criminal record. As far as getting jobs that are able to pay you enough where you can give these motherfuckers enough money to stay off your dick and be able to support yourself and feed yourself and put clothes on your back and pay the bills and put gas in the car, whatever. I'm betting that car wasn't even his. It's probably his girl's or some shit. That's how most of us do. But I wanted to put this out here because this is not just about us, right? It's not just about, black people. I'm sorry. I'm not black, but it's not just about fucking black people, right? It's not just about racism. This isn't just about a white cop who killed a black man who was unarmed, right? This isn't just about the infallibility of police. This is about our methods of enforcing our fucking laws. And this is about our country's attitude towards individuals who we may see as equal to us, but isn't. A lot of us get angry when we have conversations with people who are dumber than us, right? And we get pissed off if they don't understand shit. Dudes get mad at females because they don't have a male sense of justice. The truth of the matter is there's different people, right? In general, like, and different individuals in different environments and different ways of dealing with things. Some of you, if you see a fist coming towards your face, you freeze in there and get punched because you've never experienced that. Some people see a fist coming towards their face, they put their hands up and tuck back because they know how to fight. Some individuals see a fist coming towards their face, they cower in fear because they've had that happen and they know the abuse and they're accustomed to it. These are all things that you must have a conversation about and understand that different individuals are built in different ways. That this just isn't a random white cop killing black dude crime. Like, it's really not. Like, this system isn't racist. Its system is classist, is the problem. Like Chris Rock said. You have, 10 million and your wife wants half. You still got 5 million. You all right. But if you got 30,000 and your wife wants half, it's a different ball game, ain't it? Because you ain't going to be all right. So I wanted to put this out here and have this conversation. And maybe really get to where all this fucking starts from. This yuppie mentality of, you should live your life better. Well, what if you're not born in a place where that's conducive? What if that's not the culture you come from? What if that's not the world you're surrounded with? What if the one thing in life that you fucking need most, you never had? What if after all the bullshit and all the garbage and all the drama and all the fucking shit, all you want is a fucking warm piece of sidewalk to comb home? You want to sit here and have a place to lay your fucking head down. That's all you fucking want. You want to have a warm piece of pussy to come home to and a piece of fucking meat to chew on. That's all the fuck you want. You spend your fucking life chasing that. What if it's the first thing you go after? And what if it's the one thing that destroys you the rest of your fucking life? Imagine being 19 put in this position and you can't go home because your dad already been in this position and you can't live with your mama because she's in Section 8. This is the fucking problem. It's not racist. Sexist. Classist. The whole different fucking thing. But hey, the fuck do I know? It's Tom Peace, an Appalachian mud gorilla on YouTube. Y'all know the fucking deal. Peace.